Any others?
Who controls your sheets?
What's that?
Who controls your sheets on launch?
So on the launch, I will always be controlling the guy. The spin sheet is still cleating during the entire launch, and then it's whoever gets there first. Yeah. If the goal is for the crew to, that's why I sort of say, well, let's talk it through. We're just going to go sort of slow speed. So big E's. And then I'm standing up and I say coming up, which means launching. So now I'm launching the spinnaker as the crew is furling. And so I now say full hoist. And then I'm grabbing the guy. She's popping up to get that. She's been able to get to the sheet. So now, you know, she's in charge of trying to get the spinnaker filled. I'm just watching the telltales and trying to get the spinnaker pole perpendicular to the wind as quickly as possible to help her to pop that out. But what happens sometimes, right, is there's the furler doesn't work, or she's struggling to get the vang off or something. And so one of the things I do is I will look, and if that bundle of spinnaker sheet is still there, now I just reach through, and now I'm flying here until she's figured that out, and then she'll reach back and say, I've got red. Yeah.
Where's your rudder? Are you
it is in between my feet.
Okay, that's fine.
Or in between my knees. Yep.
Kind of a mockery and emotion going.
Yep. Anything else? Questions? Was that your question too?
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
And then for me, light air like this, I get my hip all the way, there's a nice little sticker here, all the way forward, and then I just trim from here.
Yep. And once she's in position is when I then will sit down sort of very gingerly to try to keep the boat level. If I can go out here, great. If not, I might be you know, like this all the way downwind. But the key here is good breeze here. Yeah. Is weight forward. So I am all the way up to wherever the jib car is, and probably sitting forward. The guy is over my knee, just so that I can get that. But I've always got the main sheet in my hand, and usually as far out as I can get it. Why do you have this knob?
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
And then there are a lot of lines, right, in the boat for all the crew. I try and make sure I gather my line immediately and keep it, so not like this one that you probably can't see is in the cleat, the jib cleat. Just kind of keep it as cleaned up as possible as we're going downwind.
So question, so then as you're going downwind, trimming, you are just working together on the guy on the sheet to trim. You're not just keeping the guy where it is and letting her try to...
Right, so this is where I ask for constant feedback. I want to know pressure and what the telltales are doing. So with that information, so I'll say pull going forward. How's that?
Good, a little more pressure, yep, that's good.
So now I've had to heat up a little bit in the lighter air. And if I know that I want to heat up, okay, fine. If I want to turn down here now, what I would do is after we're drawing here, I'll just say, all right, coming down a bit, pull coming back.
Overemphasizing here, but
all right.
She's the one that's feeling the pressure.
Yep.
You're not feeling much because you got that pull out there.
So I'll say come back and tell me you've lost it. All right, turning down a little bit, pull coming back.
Up, losing pressure.
Okay, pull back forward, coming back up. That's our speed loop right there.
Okay. And the telltales perpendicular?
They should be perpendicular to the wind. And so you see me, I just went lean forward so I could see them. When we're at this point of sail though, I can't see the telltales, and I will then say, I can't see the telltales, I need all the information.
Right now they're perpendicular to the earth.
Yeah, then I'm telling them if they're going forward, if they're going back, if they're in the middle, you know.
But ideally they're going like they're pointing like towards the sail, right?
Towards the sail, yeah.
90 degrees off of the pole.
And 90 degrees off, and what we use is telltales forward or telltales back, right? Telltale back means that they're pointed more toward me or back toward the boat, right? Which would mean that I should either go pull forward, right, to make them then, or turn down, right? Or if they're going forward, then I can go pull back or
Pole height.
So tell us about Cunningham and moving and the different wind and speeds.
Okay, great. So let me go pole height first, and then the other controls. So the lighter the breeze, the lower the pole's going to be. So a really light breeze, you're going to bring it down. And if you're on a tighter reach, you'd also want to bring the pole down a little bit. If the breeze is really up, you might not need to do that, but you are going to be able, if there's a situation in which, for whatever reason, there's a huge wind shift, right, and now you're on a really tight reach to a mark or something like that, you're going to be able to point better with your pole down a bit. But as the breeze is up, you can go, you can then go pole up. Can you bring the spinner around it? Yeah. We still have it. It's just too so so as the breeze fills, pull up a little bit, and I'm trying to think of anything else on pole height. I mean, so the traditional logic, right, is you want the some people say the clues even. Or the center of the spinnaker should be perpendicular, straight up and down. If it's off one way or the other, then you should be thinking about your pole height. So that's pole height.